And I'm joined, as usual, sometimes by my co-host, Jayson Thibault.
Sometimes I am now over 80%.
Over 80%.
Thank you very much. I'm this one.
Thanks, guys.
And I'm back and I'm here. Redban, how's Vegas? You were in Vegas for the AVNs.
I am. I was.
And the Naughty Show.
Yeah, I did some live comedy. Got a new beta build of AIDS 2.0. It's a new AVN Las Vegas AIDS that I think I got.
And can you describe it? Because it does not sound good or treatable.
Well, it's not very treatable. I feel like I have a fever, and I feel like I have food poisoning.
You were sick when you went here, though. You were sick.
Yeah, I just got over strep throat. I wasn't here last week. I had a horrible strep throat. It felt like there was a bottle in my throat.
I misread your text. I thought it said deep throat. I can't make it. I have a deep throat going on right now.
Well, it was one of my tonsils was actually so swollen that there was only like a straw. The size of like a small straw that you can get in between my throat.
You still have tonsils?
Yeah. You don't have tonsils?
Who in this room still has tonsils?
Most people here have tonsils.
There's like 7, 8 people. How many do not have tonsils?
One.
Testicles.
Two.
Including testicles or tonsils. Or testicles in their mouth, I would accept as tonsils. If anybody dares to be so brave, I see your smile on the face, sir. I think you're in for that.
You know what's funny is every single hotel room, like when you're at Avians at the hotel that you're staying at, there's just every single room is a party.
It's what you would hope Vegas would be.
Yeah, it's exactly like if you ever want to go to Vegas and you can only afford to go once a year, only go on Avian weekend. Because it's exactly what you want it to be.
Every hotel room is vomiting out the door, girls with one breast hanging out.
Yeah, exactly. Right. There was so much pussy, open air pussy in that casino. It was everywhere.
Yeah.
And everybody's hotel room sheets all had blood stains all over them. Like all of them had like dry blood stains on them. It was hilarious.
Love to see. That's a terrible story.
It was just pussy blood. It was like cocaine, bloody nose blood. It was just look at Dexter. Every room looked like Dexter.
All right, thanks for coming out, everybody. I hope you guys learned something tonight. I would love to see what the ratio is during AVNs of condoms worn versus panties worn.
I don't know. I think the only condoms I saw were like shoved up their asses to go through
airport security. Yeah. I would include that as condoms worn.
Yeah. There was some weird celebrities there. Pauly Shore was there. I saw Pauly.
Of course. How is that weird? Pauly Shore at the AVN. Imagine that, everybody.
You saw that big scary guy that killed all those rappers. What? I didn't say that. You guys said that.
You were just talking about a scary big guy.
You did not. I did not say that.
He was here like 2 weeks ago.
Was he?
Yeah.
He's all like I see him all over the place now.
I talked to him about when
you talked to him?
Yeah, I talked to him for like 15 minutes. When I was in high school, I told him a story about seeing Tupac when he was with Digital Underground.
Right.
So Tupac's like 19 before he went solo, and it was just this big like R&B concert I saw in Chicago. It was like all rappers and R&B. So I told him about that. Like I thought I was getting like street cred with Suge Knight. You know what I mean? Like I don't even smoke pot anymore, but we're just gonna be in his fucking band smoking pot, talking about Tupac. He's telling me some inside stories. Now what happened? No. He shook me over the fucking like above, took me to the Andes, shook me over a hotel window, and made me sign a contract to do free rap albums. That's exactly what happened.
If you have never been to a secret show, we always have an artist, or we try to. Last time we did it was a kind of a fail.
No, we had a good one. Did that sell?
Huh?
Did
I didn't even put it up on eBay yet.
What a dipshit, bro.
I should, I guess, right?
But you did have a deep throat, so we do know you were sick, so.
But we are joined by Ding Donger, who, if you guys listen to Deathsquad, we have another podcast right after here called The Ding Dong Show. And Kortney is one of the Ding Dongers. And Kortney, you're going to be drawing us. You're a great artist. I actually saw you outside drawing once, and I was like, what the fuck? That was amazing. Have you been drawing your whole life?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I started drawing because my older sister was drawing, and she was really good at it, and I wanted to be better than her.
Are you competitive with her still with drawing?
No, she sucks at everything now.
Where is she in life right now? What's her name?
She's a mother and has 2 children.
Strike 1 and strike 2, everybody. I think
good.
We know who's winning in life.
Now, as what we do is, after this airs, we put the auction up on eBay, and then anything that the eBay auction makes, the artist gets, so you can help support Kortney. Buy some more drinks.
All the comics will sign it, and yeah, hopefully we can help her beat her fucking dumpster of a sister, right? Okay, all right.
All right, we have a great show. Let's get our guests up here. Let's just bring them all up, team.
Yep, starting with, I don't know who wants to come first, but I do know standing outside talking loudly is Tony Hinchcliffe. Yeah! writer of the Burn, Deathsquad favorite, works on Jeff Ross Comedy Central show, The Burn, which is that area. Well, we'll talk about it because next is Sarah Tiana, one of my favorite people in the world, also a writer for The Burn. The Falcons Sunday cost me a chance of having sex with her for a year. We'll talk about that. Or maybe not.
Sex for a year.
You're right. Okay, I will be having sex with her soon. And last but not least.
Oh, there's two more.
Oh yeah, you're right. I don't know where the next one is, but I hope that it's Brody Stevens, ladies and gentlemen, from HBO Go, one of the most successful comedy webisodes ever. Warm up of The Burn.
Yes, audience friend. You got it. Steven, Brody Stevens.
Taking Tiana's mic, throwing mine in the trash.
Boys, and somebody else
got it.
You guys gotta share.
Okay.
And now coming to the stage, host of his own podcast, The Skeptic Tank.
One of my
new DVD or new online special about to drop. Right?
All kinds of things going on. This flight from Canada. I was picking him up at noon, and I picked him up at 6:30 tonight. Ari Shaffir, everybody.
Yes!
From the Skeptic Tank, highly
Fresh
successful
from
podcast.
Edmonton. You got it. Mall, large.
All right, why did you miss your flight? Question one, we're getting right into it. We don't have a lot of time.
The cab driver was late.
Why did you call the cab driver so late?
I didn't call him. Somebody else called him. It really wasn't my fault this time.
This time, and that's what I want to get at, because
I've never missed flights. I'm always getting right on the line.
right on the line, you definitely walk the devil's edge.
The stewardesses or whoever checks you in.
Ari does this cool thing where he's like, look, all my comedian friends, if you don't have a car, take me to the airport. I'll pick you up at your house. Take me to the airport. Just pick me up when I get back, and you can have my car for 5 days.
It's a good deal.
It's a great deal.
Great deal. Ari and I have been
deal.
doing this for about 11 years. So,
But I mean, it's only a good deal if you're like I'm an adult, so I have a car.
yes.
So that's not a good
And I am
deal.
3 years older than you, and I do not. I get your point, Redban. I'm a
Thibault,
scumbag.
I'm going out of town this Friday.
I will make love to you soon.
Wait a second. I have 2 cars, so I could just make you do things for my car.
We can have a conversation off record if you'd like to do that.
The
You wanna
conversation
talk?
should be, why doesn't Steve have a car?
Yeah. Why don't you have a car yet, T?
Why do you have 2 cars?
That is a good question.
Like, why would you that? Why?
I have a car that's small and I like, and it's easy to park everywhere. It's fast, and
Okay,
but you
so
can't.
right
you
there is
can't,
where you should stop.
So you have a car.
But you go to Target, you go to IKEA, you go anywhere that you want to put something in the car, it's impossible. So I have an old car that I own, and I was going to sell it, but I decided, you know what, I'll just keep this just in case if I need it.
For a shopping cart?
For a shopping cart.
Yeah.
Where do you park these cars?
I have a garage.
You have 2
driveway. Yeah.
Oh, lucky you.
Yeah.
2 parking spots. Excuse me.
It's called the beauty of
Making
living
it in Hollywood.
It's called living in Burbank and not living in Hollywood like a
Hey,
crazy
wait,
person.
I don't live in Hollywood anymore. I moved to Valley Village, and I too have 2 spots. Yes, unite with me, Redban.
Set. You got it.
That's an 818 until you
Positive
die.
push.
That's a positive thing about the 818.
Oh, the parking is so
Higher
much better.
probability of having 2 spots.
Oh yeah, the parking is. I mean, some people move to the valley just for the parking, having that extra street parking. Seriously, it's like I had to get out of Hollywood, and it made my life at least 50%, 60% better.
Do you think the valley missed you?
You know what? It's possible. I am one of the top guys in the valley. If you do a Google search on famous guys from the valley, I'm in the top 20 right now.
Name me 5 of the other ones.
Bryan Cranston,
Not
Robin Yell, Don Drysdale.
Don Drysdale's higher and more relevant than you right now.
Who's Don Drysdale?
Pitched for the Dodgers.
He was on the Brady Bunch in
He was
1967.
great, a legend. I believe he's in the Hall of Fame. No, he passed away 10
He's higher than you and he's dead?
Don Drysdale's respected. I'm not going to go above Don Drysdale. No, I respect legends.
So we're including people that are buried in the valley and on this list.
Yeah, he may be buried there. Robert Redford, who went to Van Nuys High School. So there's a few ahead of me, but I am on the list. It feels good.
What I want to know is who's after you.
Yeah. That's alive. That's still alive.
Oh, that would be
Tegan from
depressing.
Sarah.
Brody, did you make this list?
No, I did not make the list. What I do? Open up a Tumblr page and dedicate it to this?
You
No.
could Wikipedia. You could get a fake Wikipedia.
The
818
head
till they're
cashier-
dead and after. Yeah.
The head
On
cashier.
the push.
Yes, you
The
got
head
it.
cashier at Whole Foods on the Riverside, below me.
Wait, what? Did you say B-L-O-W below me? I keep it clean, Sarah. I'm a clean comedian.
I know how to do, okay.
Stephen Brody
Yeah.
Stevens is a clean comedian.
Below me, as in like, who else is it going to be from the valley?
Everyone below me, blow me.
I don't know. I'm just more comfortable in the valley. If you put me down in the South Bay or Long Beach or even Western Hollywood, I probably wouldn't be into it. I just enjoy being in the San Fernando
Why would
Valley.
anyone put you down there?
People do. People rip on the valley. How dare they?
No, but why would you be put into Long Beach or what? Like, who's going to put you there?
That is a goddamn good question.
You mean they're not talking about putting me down there?
Yeah.
Is there a psychiatric hospital?
Oh, now we had to go there. How dare you? Thank God
The
I'm
way you-
stable slightly.
Long Beach bracelet, still on the wrist.
You got it. What a great crowd here. You guys are great. Give yourselves a nice hand. Stephen, Brody Stevens, BrodyMerch.com.
Now, Brody, recently we had a podcast with Brian Callen on, and he was saying, kind of hinting at that you did not do anything with a man boy attire.
Wait, man boy?
Or
Lady boy.
lady boy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean-
There's a big difference
There
between
is a
man
big
boy
difference.
and lady boy.
One of them tries to look
actually
like a
not
woman,
much.
and the other is a man.
What is the difference?
Well,
Well, some I don't know exactly.
man
We
boy
don't
doesn't
know.
have makeup on.
I think Brian Callen is a man boy.
The man child.
I did some things in Bangkok that,
He said it didn't happen.
how would he know? He didn't know. I mean, I spent my time doing my stuff. I'm an independent
Wait,
guy.
what happened?
Yeah, but technically you've never mentioned those things. You just said you've done some things.
He's
And I've
saying
done-
he's saying I didn't do what I did.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
I
saying
did
that.
do what I did.
What'd you do?
I
What did
can't
you
talk
do?
about it.
I know. And we always get to this wall.
I was in Bangkok. There were no rules, and I pushed it to the limit. Let's just say that I know that I'm not gay. No, I've discussed this on podcasts. I will negotiate a 12%.
You're a good agent. You're
If
a
I'm
good
at 15%, there's some issues.
Do we have a question over here? Somebody?
I have a
Anybody?
question.
Ari, yes, of course. You have a microphone. You
Did
can ask
the
anything.
lady boy suck you off, or did you suck the lady boy off?
Great question.
I didn't. Okay, that's a very good question, Ari. I did not suck anything off. Let me go on record saying that I did not suck any
Your presidential
those
speech.
things off. I did not suck anything off.
Was it because it was more money?
No, I mean I'm not. I wanted to see if I really was. I put myself in that situation to see if I was,
God, I have so many
and
questions.
I'm not.
How much was
Yeah,
it?
we got a question over here from George.
It was probably like $50 American.
American.
In hindsight, with the no rules thing, do you wish you would have now?
Why would I wish I would have?
Because
Why would I wish I would have?
Well, maybe you.
Yeah, tell me why.
well, obviously, Brody. I mean, you had some curiosity. Why not just test the water?
I'm not in. I told you I tested the waters.
Great
I hung
question.
out with a lady boy.
Define,
What are you talking about?
Brody, define hangout. Define hangout.
Look, I didn't suck anything.
Because I hung out with Tiana this morning. We had coffee.
Getting very defensive about that. You didn't suck anything.
I call her she.
Did you fuck her in the ass?
I'm not going to go on record and say it anymore.
Well, then do it off the record.
Yeah.
You know what?
Off the record, did she suck anything?
I don't have a problem with that. You should see these guys. They look good.
I thought you were calling them girls. I thought you were calling them girls.
What are you guys pulling me into here?
What did you pull yourself into?
BrodyMerch.com. Thank you. Eric is in t-shirts.
Enjoy it, shirts. Very successful.
Do you remember what he smelled like?
Look,
Look,
it's very common over there. It wasn't a he. It was an it. And
No, it's not an it.
it was, okay, whatever it was. The bottom line is, I know I'm not full gay. But the fact that I think about it,
Have you thought about it and masturbated?
Good question. Have you masturbated about this scenario since you got back from shooting Hangover 2, everybody? Come on.
yes, but not in Hangover 3.
That's fine.
Now, it's World War 3 now.
Have you thought about it since you got back from shooting Hangover 2 and masturbated about it?
Honestly, maybe once.
Oh.
This kind of
Or
sounds like
twice.
that Sandusky interview where they're like, "Are you attracted to young boys?" Am I attracted to young?
No, I'm not. I'm definitely not into that.
I call them its. And
I apologize to the LBYGN community.
in Pennsylvania, the rules are different. We had a question over here.
Wait, Tony.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Tony.
Yeah.
Where did you meet her at? Like the basketball court, or where were you guys? Where
Why,
did
you know what,
Is there
Tony?
a coffee bean in Taiwan?
There's actually a Starbucks there. Tony, I appreciate you calling my friend her. I appreciate that.
Okay.
They have a section of town where they have these clubs where
Bangkok.
in Bangkok there's a certain where a lot of Westerners hang out, and they have the legal prostitution, and then you can go upstairs where it gets a little confusing and a little more interesting, but
Were you sober?
Where did you go? What part of what? Where
I went
did it
upstairs.
happen?
You
It
went
happened upstairs.
I wanted to check it out.
You went to the 12% confusing part.
You know what? I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
These lady boys, they look pretty good.
Yeah, I bet.
They look like ladies,
Yeah.
and they're more pushy, more forward. I got pulled into it.
Back to Ari's question, which was a great question, Brody. How sober were you? Were you stoned? Were you drunk? Did you...
I wasn't stoned. I didn't do any of that in Bangkok. I did hookah. I was smoking a hookah, and
Did
not
Zach
the
go with
same.
you?
No, but he went to that same place. A lot of us went to the same place. It's a fun place to go to. Like,
And did this all happen at that club?
Yeah, were you smoking hookah out of a man's penis?
all right, let's stop laughing, and stop making this shtick. I don't want to. Nobody did.
He
I'm the
didn't suck
one.
anything. Someone sucked his.
You were just lighting the balls like a crack pipe made out of dicks?
No, I have not. I have no oral fetish.
Question in the back from Erica Ligney.
Did Shem toss your salad, and did they use duck sauce?
Was there any kind of duck
Shim
sauce?
is like a she/him thing,
Yes,
right?
yes,
okay.
yes.
Did a salad with it? What are you asking? No.
It only comes with rice.
No,
Brown
my
rice, brown rice.
anal lips were not eaten.
Wow, you have lips. Yeah. That would describe the 12% gay right there. That you have lips on your asshole. You're born to be gay if you have lips on your asshole.
Where's it coming from? Is that you right there?
Yeah.
It's really annoying.
Yeah.
Push. It's a song that plays every time anal lips are mentioned.
It just naturally happens.
Hashtag anal lips.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Ori.
Did she lube up and stuff?
I don't know. For what? Oh, for that?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Did she like bring her own, or did you
Whoa, wait.
Go to Birch, just go
12% positive push.
look, let's just say everything that was done within safety regulations and security codes.
Positive anal push.
You know what, Sarah?
Positive tush.
You know what? Stop making fun of me. I have a career to uphold. I auditioned for Nickelodeon. You know what? It's just like, it's, I'm happy to be back on the mainland, and I'm okay with everything. I'm happy with myself. I enjoy doing the Deathsquad podcast, and it's an honor to have Redban invite me up here. Thank you, Redban. Thank you, Jayson.
How was your shows in Ohio? You just got back from Ohio.
Oh, man.
Little Esther.
We packed it out at what was it called? Landover Downs?
Woodlands Tavern.
Woodlands Taverns. Packed it out. 175 to 200 people.
Nice.
Death Squad, powerful. There supporting, and it shows like this. It's crowds here. I'm glad. I mean, you're a great crowd, but you're tougher than a crowd, say, in the Midwest. So when we do our shows here in LA, it makes us so strong so that when we go out on the road to Columbus, it's like, wow, it's so energetic. This is a gym, and it's nights like this that help develop me as a comedian. I want to say thank you to Columbus Esther was supposed to be here tonight, but she's not here
Let's
right
talk
now.
about that.
Where is Esther?
Esther does this daily thing where she writes me that she wants to do a podcast.
Right. And I love... Okay, go ahead.
99% of the time, it's like I can't. And today I decided, you know what, I was going to have this be a Brody and Esther show.
I'm all for it. Here I am. Brody Stephen.
Hour before the show, Esther goes, hey, I'm feeling a little sick. I just don't feel that good, and I'm going to probably have to pass on the night. And then a couple minutes later, she goes, you know what, never mind. Look, I got tickets to Lady Gaga, and I'm going to have to pass on the show.
No, I'm feeling sick.
Is Lady Gaga in town? I thought she was at the inauguration.
Oh, wow.
Why do you think this audience is only half full?
Is Lady Gaga in town? I don't think she's in town. I think she's in D.C.
She is in town.
She is in town.
She's playing Staples?
I don't know.
Who's opening for her? Russell Peters?
She's playing the House of Blues.
Can I do audience warm-up?
2 shows opening.
Well, I feel good about
True?
myself,
Yeah.
and but
do
the
you know?
shows in Columbus were great.
How do you know?
Newsletter.
Hey, Crosstalk.
No, I'm just...
It's
We have microphones in our
And it gave me a lot of confidence. I did an hour and 15 minutes. The Deathsquad audience was out there, and it's like I haven't experienced it. And Tony and Redban, I was honored to do comedy in your state, and really good people out there in Ohio, real people. Fuck Michigan.
Ask
Going
for
out.
Tiana.
Yeah, that's what I
That's
Michigan.
right. That's
Screw
what I
blue.
say.
Screw blue.
Screw blue. You tell me what to do. I'll do it.
I'm going out there in March with, I think, Segura. I think it's Segura and myself.
Tom Segura from
That's it,
This Mother's House.
Your mom's house?
Your mom's
The
house.
Smothers
That
Brothers.
sounds like a sitcom.
This mother's house.
This mother's house.
Now, Ari, where were you at?
I was in Edmonton.
How was that?
Wow,
Great. It was
Mexico.
really cold though. I went skiing.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I
said,
could
"Fuck
not
it."
imagine you on the slope.
Because you can't imagine someone shredding it.
Jews on ice. Shredding it. Yeah. Nor can you. Nor can you.
By
saw
shredding
guys
it, do you
anyway.
mean falling down when you get off the lift?
I was surprisingly still good, but then I tried taking moguls, and then I would like turn and stop, and I was like, oh fuck, and I would know I was just like toppling over.
By shredding it, you mean leaning on a tree smoking pot. That's shredding it.
Was this in the mall?
I did have pot in my pocket the whole time there. That
Yeah,
I,
you were skiing,
I
bro.
By shredding it, he means cheese to make quesadillas in the cabin.
Yeah.
Nobody responded to my mail.
What was it?
I said, was it in the mall?
Oh.
Because they have a huge mall in Edmonton where
Yeah.
you can do everything. You can ski,
Nobody knows
water
that.
ski.
What's
They don't.
Edmonton Mall?
Yeah, am I right?
Yeah.
So he knows it. There
If
you
you've
go.
ever seen Ari in Canada, he's basically the Dane Cook of Canada.
I've seen already 3 times within the last year.
Wow, that's a lot.
Wow. Would you like to come up and hug Ari?
I've seen him 4. I've seen him 4.
I actually have an RE story. I was in AVN, and we were at the bar, and I was with Jason Rouse and Vicky Pezza, and there was a guy that looked exactly like Ari.
Oh my god, I saw this picture.
And so we started taking photos. We wanted to take photos of the guy, and the guy looked over and caught us all taking photos of him. And then he started staring us down. It was like Ari, but really angry. And then we were like, oh shit, what if Ari's going to beat us up? This Ari. And the next thing we know, we lost him. We're like, where the fuck did he go? He's not over there. And he's right behind us. We turn around, he's right behind us. And we had to pretty much tell him what we were doing. But he was like trying to get us to go to this midget fetish party.
I saw that photo.
It looks like Ari after
Wow.
Thanksgiving dinner.
Looks like sorry,
I
Shaffir.
tweeted it.
Not too shabby.
Sarah on fire.
Yeah. Writer. So you do not. Your Canadian fans obviously don't want to hug you,
That's alright.
but
It's not that bad. They don't really do the goddamn touching.
They nuzzle noses.
oh wow,
They nuzzle noses in Canada, I thought.
Awesome
Here we go.
in Toronto. You're cool, yeah.
Oh, outside?
Yeah, I smoked weed with you at.
Yeah, the whole crowd.
Well, I
outside.
can't be-
So did all of Canada.
This guy that offered you the joint.
Really?
Yeah, and then you just got wrecked. after
Oh
that.
yeah.
Everyone like swarmed you so bad.
I felt bad.
And then he missed his flight. He
I
missed
get
his flight.
obliterated that way.
Did you see the guy that lit up in the during the show?
Yeah.
There was like this
I-
ska guy in the front with dreads that like lit up during the show. But
He
it's
would
like a
keep
classy
putting his-
theater.
He would keep putting his head into his jacket. I was
Ari,
like, dude,
you
are you
guys-
smoking?
You
And
guys
he was
are
like,
having a moment here. This is really sweet.
We're watching Ari be 12% gay right now.
We're going to more. All of you guys.
Canadians smoke pot like crazy.
Yeah, like crazy.
In Winnipeg, they brought
Toronto.
water bongs. Yeah, they walk water bongs in their
Do it
car.
again?
What? They just go around with them.
I'm coming to Toronto.
How to Toronto?
I'm coming to Toronto at the end of March.
Oh, yeah.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Comedy, whatever the.
The underground comedy
Yeah,
club.
underground comedy. Yeah.
Comedy club.
Yeah, that's the spot.
I'll be in Milwaukee in 3 months.
Come to Milwaukee, bro.
No,
Brody.
I'm going to Chicago. I have to transfer through Milwaukee.
It's not that far.
There was
I'm
a
gonna
joke
break
there.
it to you, bro.
I'm doing an open mic in Simi Valley on Thursday.
Anyway.
Do you regret coming to America now?
I'm here for work, and I scored weed my first day here, so.
Good job, buddy.
We don't have sativa you can't find sativa very easily in Ontario, so.
Yeah, is that
That's
shitty
the
water,
upper.
true or false?
That works on your head, sativa, correct?
It's like indica's like the sleepier weed.
Yeah, it's good for people who are hyper or anxiety. Bring it down with indica. Yeah.
Or people that love to smoke pot.
Yeah. All of the above, really.
Well, it was really nice meeting you.
Ari, when does your special come out?
February 5th.
February 5th.
Passive aggressive.
Is it still for pre-order right now?
It's available for pre-order right now.
And you get money off of it, right?
You get $1 off.
Wow.
So it's only 4 instead of 5.
And that's the one you did.
Now.
That's the one you did in Brooklyn, the internet one you did.
Yeah, at the Knitting Factory.
If you could explain this, because we talked about this on our Punch Drunk podcast a little bit, because it was right after you did it, you came back and then you talked about it. But I think this is like a brilliant way of and Tiana and I talked about it this morning over coffee. But that was very early. I should not have been there. But so what you're explain what you're doing, how it's on the internet and how they can find
We're
it.
selling it. Chill.com/Ari Shaffir. We're
Yep.
selling it for $5. They did a special with me and one with Maria Bamford. And hers already came out. She did hers in front of her parents.
I'm
It
thinking
was
about
just
doing
her
mine
parents?
I think just her parents.
Well, that's
at
funny.
her apartment.
now. Steve said I should do mine on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, everybody, thanks for
Right.
coming out. No, but what's interesting is
No, we got legit directors. And
legit directors, but you don't have to go through Comedy Central or go through any sort of network.
So I
You
can
it's just
decide what I want to say. Or
it's
do.
like if you went to see Ari at any place in the world, and this is how my show would be.
Yeah, and I
Uncensored,
don't
this is
want
just
any
me,
of those stupid
$5.
They always show the audience to make it seem like it's okay for you to laugh. I hate
Yeah.
that stuff.
And that's what's so cool about putting it out like that on the internet for just $5, because a lot of those, it's $20 to see you live.
Yeah.
And if you live in any part of the Canada or any other place where you're like, oh, I can't come see you in Arizona, it's like, well, now you can for $5.
And you get to see the best set.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly. And it's some psycho. It's a great thing. More and more comics are going to start being able to do that.
That's what I think.
Comedy Central gets takes less and less chances.
I mean, for me, example.
Brody's doing a half hour though.
I'm doing a half hour, and I could have done this years ago, and I decided to do this now. I probably could do an hour, but I said, let's do a half hour, leave them wanting more, and I also have negotiated the editing. I want to take control of everything, but I support Comedy Central.
Is that true? They're letting you do that?
No.
That's the problem with Comedy Central is the guy who edits those half-hour specials, Rick Miller.
He does them?
He's bad at it.
Well, I'm gonna throw some weight around.
Oh.
I was in Hangover 1.
Rick Miller, I'm a
Hangover
big fan. Jayson Thibault, at the team on Twitter. I'm just a big fan of his. No, I'm totally
He directs 80s shit. It's done now. He needs to move on.
Ari, I work for The Burn, which is Comedy Central. I will not.
Good show.
I will not
directed by Rick
tolerate
Miller.
your bashing of my network. How dare you? It crosses over to Viacom. Rob Dyrdek's ridiculousness. I'm there too.
But I think, ultimately, as comics, your goal is to, it used to be to get an HBO comedy special. And that doesn't, that's not as prevalent as it used to be. But now it's Comedy Central. If I can get a half hour.
No, you need a show on Comedy Central.
Yeah, but still, at least getting a half hour is a big deal to a comic. So it's but there's so many good comics that can't get it. And there's these venues for people that do get it and deserve it. Brody Stevens, everybody, yeah.
Brody Stevens, you got it. BrodyMerch.com.
But that being said, there's a lot of comics that can't get it, and it's awesome that the internet and podcasting and all these things, there's a way that you can actually see these people. That's all my point I'm making. I'm not bashing Comedy Central as much as I'm saying.
I mean, at the end of the day, honestly, I love podcasting. I love the form. Now, podcasting is the spirit of doing it on your own, and I think that is crossing over into... who's yawning? Who did that? Who snored on me? This is complete disrespect.
I'm sorry,
I sold out Columbus.
Lady boys.
god.
I'm trying to get real. You guys are telling me. I mean, the other day.
I'd rather talk about you and your man boy love.
Sarah, stop being aggressive.
Okay.
Take a menopause.
How about you start being aggressive, Brody?
Yes, you
Question
got
for
it.
the audience, ladies and gentlemen. Question from the audience.
Tony Hinchcliffe is eerily silent through all of this.
Go ahead, Tony.
I have a lot of questions for my friend Brody.
I'd love to hear them. Tony, your top 3 questions, and start with question number 3 first, please.
3 being the least important question.
3 being the most important that's not as important as the importance of the other questions.
Okay.
So start with number 1.
Go for 2, Tony. Go for 2.
Good
So
point.
when you were going to Bangkok,
Back to Bangkok. I thought we were out of Bangkok. Yeah. One night in Bangkok, filming Hangover 2, exercising with Renee Zellweger. She was dating Bradley Cooper. Okay, go ahead. What's your question?
when you were on your way to Bangkok, did you know that you were going to be adventuring in this way?
Good question. That's a great question.
That attention?
Was this
Did you
premeditated? Was this
Did
premeditated?
you bing it beforehand?
I'm going to go to Bangkok and I'm going to find out what percentage of me is gay.
I didn't realize how open a society it was until I got there, and how forgiving a society the Thai people are. And
Forgiving of a society.
look, I mean, I did what I did, and I'm fine with it.
Everybody's fine with it, man.
I know, I'm fine. I'm open-minded. You know, it's like good things are
Everybody's
happening.
judging you.
I'm headlining Columbus. I'm doing a half hour on Comedy Central. I was involved with the Lady Boy. Okay, I did it.
Brody, how big was the boy?
Like
bigger than you?
She was had a nice body, beautiful skin. She, I respect, please.
What was her name?
I forgot.
Did or could have.
She was a hooker, relax.
Yeah, relax. What are we, pen pals? I had to block it out the second it happened.
Dear Mr. Stephanie, I miss you.
Mr. Stephanie, Stephanie's my sister.
It's been 4 weeks since our last correspondence.
Dear Indugu.
Yeah. Tony, question 2 for Brody.
Okay. This is a very important question for me.
Okay, go ahead, Tony.
Only Tony has setups for his fucking question.
First of all, this will be the second greatest question ever asked of you.
When you step on the setup, it sort of cancels it out.
That's my move, bro.
All right. What were you wearing?
Ooh.
Like, did you get seduction going on and, like, put on some pantyhose and stirrups or something?
Tony's all about the premeditation. When you knew you were meeting up with the lady boy, and
Tony
you
needs to get the visual in his head so he can jerk off to it later.
You knew you and her
Actually,
were
I'm
meeting
jerking
up
off right now.
It happened over a 2-day period.
2 days?
I was seduced the night previous.
Was it hard to come that bad?
Seduced via internet transaction, like interaction?
No, just go, it's a local hangout. Let's go to the...
Oh, okay. So you hit it off one night. You spent that night going,
I should go back here.
maybe she
Did it look like the sex scene from the Avengers?
Were you texting back and forth between this time?
It looked like a fight scene from the Avengers.
All I'm saying is, a lot of the lady boys, they look good. It's an accepted part of their culture in Thailand, and I support them. Thank you very much. Next question, please.
Well, my final question
Is the third greatest question you will ever hear.
Since your trip to Bangkok,
I already like this question.
have you had an STD test? Because you're one of the most positive people I know.
That's the greatest question that I've ever heard. And that was his third greatest question.
Bitch!
Come on, did you save that for last? That's wonderful. Congratulations, sir.
I've not had an STD test.
You haven't?
No, but I need a flu
Good
shot.
thing. Don't get a flu shot. That's a conspiracy.
Hang on. We have a question from Ari. Let me get my mic ready.
Did you put the lube on before or after the condom?
I will say this. There was no lube in a bottle. Is that what you're calling
There's
it?
no condom?
It was done. It was safe.
Question from the audience for Brody Stevens.
Brody Stevens.
I'll accept 2 more questions regarding this.
Was there music playing? If so, what song?
I don't remember.
Great
It
question.
might have been Kiss FM with Rick Dees.
Wow.
I like that.
Next question for Brody.
How much do you tip on an experience like that?
Ooh,
That's a
good.
great question.
Great question.
There is a rate because you're 12% gay, but that would still make you 88% Jewish. I do that.
You son of a bastard, Tony. This is going out over the internet. You don't do that to me.
That's a 3% tip based on those numbers.
Stop doing that, guys.
Based on our calculation.
These are
$13.
attacks. Getting
You got
triple
it.
teamed, and I love it. Yes. Hold my arms and spread. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yes.
$13
Push.
American.
Hashtag. I has to.
Positive
We have another question from Ari. Ari, let me give you my microphone so they can hear you.
No, I don't need your microphone anymore. When you compare it to your experiences with a woman, what are your thoughts?
Good question.
I would definitely rather be with women. That's like I see women and I look at women and I'm attracted by women, but I honestly feel like they're not into me, and that's
your problem.
That's my problem.
I have a question.
The ones that I'm into aren't into me, or they're into somebody else.
I've been into Brody for a long time, and he resists.
Well, Sarah, I don't come from that kind of background. I'm a guy. I'm the aggressor.
That kind of back.
I'm the one who pursues.
You're old-fashioned.
Yeah, of course I am. I'm from the valley.
And who better to pursue than someone who doesn't like you?
Exactly.
A lady boy.
No, well, the deal was I'm into women. I would like to be emotional with a woman, sensual, but I'm focusing on comedy right now. So I do a lot of jerking off to porn, and I have clicked around and I've explored in that area too, and that might be a residual effect from the Bangkok adventure.
At least you're clicking on something.
I have a question for you.
I'm clicking on
based on all of the relationships, people you've been in love with, people you've had intimate evenings, 2 ships passing in the night kind of a thing. Whatever that number is, it doesn't matter. But the ladyboy experience, whatever happened. On your top, whatever it is, where does she rank? Where does she rank?
On your top blowjob calendar, where does she rank?
Yeah, we don't know what happened.
I'm getting 2-3 different questions.
We don't know what
at
happened.
one time.
Where does, in your life, because I can think back about being like, I can probably name my top 10 sexual experiences, or people that I've been with where we clicked.
Go.
Sarah Tiana, Brody Stevens, 12%,
We've never had sex.
1997. So where would this experience rank in your?
Yeah.
Outside my top 10.
Okay, that's what I'm looking for.
I mean, I've done some.
What's your number 1?
Oh, I'd have to think back.
Yeah,
to
what was his?
I don't want to get.
Look,
I don't want to turn this into a Brody Stevens, put me into a difficult position. I have a
That's what we're trying to
contract with Viacom, and I don't want to violate any of the.
Joey Diaz is on a
human
Nickelodeon
resources.
show.
They took me out of the valley. You can't take me out of the closet.
Another attack. I question myself nightly as I clear the history on my browser. Yes! Clear the history on my browser. Clean off the desktop.
You got it.
Something there.
Do you always remember to empty the trash can also when you do that?
I gotta empty the trash can ASAP.
Empty the trash.
That's one thing. Like there's a few things where people that don't like girls, if you really want to snoop on what they're doing, they always forget to clear the trash can. So
I don't know how to do that.
I will say
that's
this.
right.
Redban, let me say this. I've known you for a very long time.
Right.
And I knew you when you were engaged. I knew you when you were fat. I've known you
Fat
forever.
Terry.
I remember when you had more hair than you do.
Right.
I remember when you had no facial hair. You have always had unbelievable systems of investigating scandalous girlfriends.
Right.
I mean, he's been like, yeah, I saw she was doing this. I'm like, how did you see that? You're in Ohio. I set up cameras in the bathroom.
Yeah, you were
I was like, wow, bro, you are unbelievable.
No, look.
Cell phone, I'm like, she deleted her messages.
I have a
But no, she didn't.
I have a high-tech house,
I know.
so I have security systems. If you go to my house, I could pretty much filter anything that you do there. So if I'm out of town and you're in my house, I can see what's in my house.
I'm going to tell a story that you will remember and only you will.
I already know what story you're going to tell.
Okay.
Kevin Christie's here. It's so exciting.
Who's here?
Kevin
Oh,
Christie.
Kevin Christie, everybody.
Beautiful people.
Discount
Beautiful
double
people.
check. No, he's not. All
No, it is
NFL weekend,
not.
I saw your commercial 1,000 times. You probably showed up here in a gold-plated helicopter. Am I wrong? Redban, so there was this time where Redban was dating, this is a very long time ago, he was dating this girl and he had these cameras in his bathroom to set up. Ladies and gentlemen, Don Barris. Back from the Sundance Film Festival. The Ding Dong Show. Windy City Heat, one of my all-time favorite movies of all
Best
time.
movie ever. Best movie ever.
Windy City Heat, by far the best movie ever. You're welcome.
It's up there with
Wait, I
Candy
never
Section.
had cameras in my bathroom.
But here's the thing. There was a moment where you're like, I know this because I had a camera in the bathroom and I saw her doing something. So, that rumor had... Do you remember this?
You said just a second ago you had
Yeah.
cameras in the bathroom.
No, I was joking. There's a fake
But
YouTube
then you were
video I put
joking
out.
8 years ago when you said you had cameras in the bathroom. But, because you remember that.
Yeah.
So Ari and I catch wind. This is when we're doing Deathsquad at your apartment.
Right.
And we were doing the only podcast that existed on Deathsquad,
Right.
other than Rogan's thing, was the UFC Drunk Cast
Right.
and the Naughty Show.
Right.
And then shortly thereafter, it caught fire. So I tell Ari, hey, by the way,
Redban's recording everything you do in the bathroom.
Oh, okay. That's funny because I don't really have video or cameras in my bathroom. I never have.
Well, if you
That's
did-
actually a YouTube video that I put out to make it look like I was arrested, where I got caught for having.
yeah, but you were saying that before
I
when you were
might have
spraying
told.
that. Yeah,
I
okay.
might have started telling
So
everybody.
we're doing that, but you also subsequently had been like, I busted my girlfriend doing X, Y, and Z because I have these cameras set up. So I say to Ari, hey, he's got these cameras set up. When you're in the bathroom, make sure you do this. So Ari and I, when we had used the bathroom in your apartment then, both of us, because we thought cameras were on, are slapping our dicks on the sink and slapping our dicks on the doorknob as we leave the bathroom. Because we both thought the next day you would see us doing this and be like, these guys. And then I never heard from you again. And I took it to the grave for 8 years.
Wow, that's just awful.
You guys were doing it. Your bathroom's okay, but leaving, you just got.
So you guys did it at the
handful
same
of cock.
time? You were both in the bathroom?
No. That was like over like a 3-hour period. We were both, and then we would be like.
Oh, your dick touched
I was
the same
having flashbacks to
Yeah.
Bangkok.
Brody wants to go sniff those doorknobs.
Oh, you know what, Tony?
Only 12%
2
of the
times
doorknobs.
yes, 3 times no.
Only 12% of the doorknobs does you want to sniff.
You know what? One more percentage attack, I'm out of here.
Maybe 13. Okay, so he's 13% in.
I'm not very good at revenge.
Oh, of course not. Of course not.
Revenge.
The hard part was trying to sell it like we just had the thought in our head and not like we're trying to pose for the camera. So as we wash your hands.
Yeah, like playing it off like I'm just like, I'm gonna fuck. I'm gonna go to leave and then I'm like, you know what? No, I'm gonna fuck this guy. What's up with your doorknob, bitch? You know what I mean? And then we would sit on the couch and we would laugh about it, but then the joke's on us because it meant nothing, and Ari and I are just slapping our dicks on the same doorknob for no reason whatsoever. Then we forget about it for 8 years until we mention it.
That's just awful. I want to change the subject.
I'm sorry, can you guys just look at Brody right now? Because he looked with his shaved head.
Wow,
He looks like Jesse Ventura Boulevard from the Valley.
Jesse Ventura Boulevard. You got it.
Yes, running east to north.
Conspiracy.
Yeah.
818, a guy's asshole out.
Stop it, Tony! Stop it right now! Stop that!
I gotta admit, Hinchcliffe is 3 for 3.
Stop that in the audience! Stop it!
If there is no reason whatsoever for the burn to be picked up for a 3rd season, it is Tony's appearance.
I mean, it's happening right now, and I have a career, I have a resume, I have headshots. Please,
Please, Tony is the key behind the whole burn. Without him, that show would not exist.
Let's give it up for Tony Hinchcliffe. Yes!
You got it. Jesse Ventura Boulevard. That's what you look like, Brody.
Yes, indeedy. And
1-8. And I'm dying.
Brody,
dying.
How much hair are you planning to have for your Comedy Central half-hour special?
I'll probably shave it and then wait a couple days.
Don Barris, ladies and
When you
gentlemen.
tape
Ladies and
it, when
gentlemen,
you
Don
tape
Barris.
I haven't heard about this. Already got a Comedy
They
Central.
offered me, I've turned them down in the past, but they offered me this year
You've turned it down in the past.
a half-hour comedy special.
You've turned it down in the past.
Have you?
They've asked me in the past, yes.
They've asked you, and you said no.
I wasn't prepared.
Question
Now
from
I'm
Don
ready.
Barris from the Ding Dong Show, the longest-running comedy show on the Sunset Strip, as well as Windy City
And freshly back from the Sundance Film Festival.
Sundance Film Festival.
You got it. Big Three Podcast, Don Barris, Jimmy Kimmel Live. You are back. Woo! Go ahead, Don.
Don Barris, your question.
Pretty big fucking intro for me. You know what? I actually forgot the question. I was in the middle of asking you something and it went so far out of the way. What was I talking about right before?
They offered me a half-hour special.
When are you going to shoot that thing?
We're going to shoot it in late February out in Boston.
Follow-up question?
Yeah, go ahead, Don.
Don Barris with a follow-up question. Don Barris from the Ding Dong Show.
Who's doing the honest warm-up for that thing?
It's a great question.
I would be honored if you would be able to do it, but it's probably going to conflict with your schedule at Jimmy Kimmel Live, and you probably...
What we do is you work around my schedule. Maybe on a weekend. We have Fridays off now, so that's good for you. I'm not going to stay at a shitty hotel, and there's got to be some kind of per diem plus the pay.
I'll have to check in with Viacom.
Brody, will you check
I
in
might
with
have a
Viacom?
budget, yes. I might have a budget, and if it means flying Don out and putting him up in a Starwoods type hotel.
Extended stay?
No, Starwoods is at Sheraton and all these. It's a Starwoods. I guess nobody here goes to the
Starwoods
hotels.
Club, I have it. I have a club membership. Yeah, I have a membership.
Then why didn't anybody laugh?
Because you look like Jesse Ventura Boulevard right now.
All right, go ahead, Don. I'm sorry.
No, I have a follow-up question.
Don, you have a third follow-up question. Ladies and gentlemen, Don Barris from the Ding Dong Show, Windy City Heat, one of the longest-running comedy shows on. It is the longest-running comedy show on the Sunset Strip, the Ding Dong Show. Don Barris, third question.
Oh, yeah, I'm good with my 3 drinks.
I truly appreciate the push, but I think people are tired of it. So
I don't know, Don.
I'll ask Ari a question.
All right.
What?
Ari.
What?
Sorry.
I want to know this. A lot of people have been asking me. You're putting up a pretty big podcast with you and I. Did you find it?
I haven't gotten home yet. I'm pretty sure it's on my external drive. I thought I took it with me to Edmonton to put up, but I didn't.
He just got off the airplane.
Did you really?
That is true. I picked him up from the airport and we came straight here. I will say that, Don.
Yeah. What were you going to say?
Can I ask you a question, Don?
Shoot.
Why do you hate me?
Great question, Don. Why do you hate?
I don't feel like anybody at the Comedy Store hates me except for Don Barris.
I don't hate you.
I feel like every time I try to talk to you, you shun me like I'm an asshole.
I've got love in my heart for everybody. I've never said anything bad about you ever.
But you resist talking to me all the time. And you used to talk to me all the time until that thing with Eliza happened, and then you've been mean to me ever since.
Don, do you blame?
Were you
Tiana
unfairly lumped in on the net?
for being?
Yeah, I was unfairly lumped in with Eliza's boyfriend on that
with
incident.
Eliza and Jody Miller, who Jody Miller, by the way, she just hit your car just now.
And by the way, all I've ever said is how Windy City Heat is my favorite movie ever.
I've never said anything bad.
And that I wanted to buy more copies of it from your trunk.
Now I feel like a fool.
You should feel like a fool because
Why should
I'm
I
your
feel like a
biggest
fool?
fan, and
She's
you
loose,
treat me
Don.
so bad.
Let me get you guys to
treat me
kiss on
so
the
bad.
mouth right now.
I can't do that because I have herpes.
That's a great excuse, Don.
Did you get it from Brody Stevens?
Yes, I did.
What'd you... Herpes? From Stephen Brody Stevens?
Yeah. When did you change your name again? I thought it was Jimmy Stevens.
My name is not Jimmy Stevens. My name is
catchy.
Stephen Brody Stevens. Yes.
BrodyStevensMerch.com.
How many people think Jimmy Stevens is a little catchy? Ladies,
I love Jimmy Stevens.
Yeah.
My middle name is James.
here he is, funny man, Jimmy Stevens, everybody.
Yes, you got it. JS
One of
in
our
the
favorite
house.
comics of all time.
Jimmy Stevens.
Now,
Does
before it
Kevin
gets-
Christie have a question?
Before it gets too late, and before he turns it back into a pumpkin, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage to sell something that we don't know what it is.
He says he has no cool shit though.
You don't have anything good.
No, he said he has nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage, Boon Shakalaka with some albums.
Can I tell you one thing? If you ever do Mollè or ecstasy, never go down on a girl and eat her ass in the dark.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Good
please
advice,
welcome
thanks,
the Comedy Store's regular ladyboy, Boon Shakalaka.
Oh, a Taylor Dane album.
You're selling
For all of you.
albums. Just so the people on iTunes know, Boon Shakalaka came up. He's selling regular 33 record albums.
Taylor Dane, more like Taylor Pain in the ass. That's a good one. No? I tried.
No, but I know a little bit about records. First of all, this is vinyl. This is in very good condition. And I have looked for this Prove Your Love because you can't find these anywhere. This is almost impossible to find.
Don, your hands are going to smell like dumpster now.
$1, ladies and gentlemen.
Very rare album. Very hard to find.
Taylor
I love
Dane.
Taylor Dane.
I thought it was Matt Taylor Dane, but he's a gentleman.
But that's a joke that's not funny.
I'll give you your $1 in just a sec.
What else do you have there?
Now, Commodore's album. Oh yeah, it's totally different.
Samantha Fox. That's actually
Samantha Fox, who had sex with all of Full Force MDs. If there's any R&B fans in here,
Samantha Fox, did she get naked on this song?
Full Force had sex. All three members of Full Force, who were some Jerry Curl-looking brothers. If you don't know.
I have a question.
Tony Hinchcliffe.
Did Brody's Ladyboy look anything like Boon Shakalaka?
Great question.
Oh, that is a good question.
Boon, let's ask Boon first. Why not?
Boon, can you look at me straight on, please?
I just gotta say, man, I am honored to do this. I'll give you $2 for this. Wait a minute, you have another one? You have two? I'll take the other one.
Wow,
God damn it, Kevin Christie.
Don Barris is picking
You
up
have
all
two
the
of the
records.
same
that-
album.
Just so you guys know,
Awesome.
Kevin Christie has a picture of Tom Cruise that I drew.
It's really good.
It's not that
We
good.
need some mic action over there.
That's why I took it.
Oh, if there was only a way I could figure out how to sell my criminal records.
For $1, Boon Shakalaka, name me one song by Taylor Dane. You just sold 2 Taylor Dane albums. Name me one
Tell
song.
it to my heart.
Wait, how does that go?
Tell it to
Tell
my heart.
it to my
Tell it to
heart.
my heart. I'm not going to end this.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Boon
What's your
Shakalaka.
favorite song, Boon? Boon, what's your favorite song?
I don't like it when bisexual be trying to say things about me. I
Boon.
like bisexual. You know, they pick boogers.
Why is Boon dressed like he's going to go solve a
They pick
poltergeist?
boogers.
You said you're about to go onto house.
Boon, what is your favorite song?
Good luck with this.
Wait, what is it?
You would know.
Well, just sing it to me, maybe I'll know it. Come on, Boon,
Let's hear at
serenade
least-
me. Serenade me.
Let's
It's
hear
part
this
of my
song in
name.
one word or less.
Serenade.
The song. Oh, I said it was in the soundtrack of the movie Bobby.
Okay, I'm listening.
What's the name of it?
Function at the Junction.
How's it go?
I like how it says it like a disappointing.
Function at the junction.
Tell me,
Ready
Boon.
for the function at the junction because everybody's gonna be there. We got people coming from everywhere. We got lean, teen, tone, shine, long talk.
That's not it. Redban. Oh, Boon is going nuts.
Yes, it is. Oh, I'd love to hold these for you.
I feel like I'm back in Bangkok.
Boon is now dancing with us, and his dander is getting on our
You could
noses.
call it that. I guess technically you could.
That's a good exercise.
Yes, for those of you listening to this as a podcast, we are deeply sorry.
You're just listening to people clap and.
Boon, you can help out senior citizens.
Boon is gonna plant 2 Tony Hinchcliffe eggs tonight.
I have a question for Tony. Tony, why
Thank
does
you,
Boone
Boon
have so much
Shakalaka.
animosity towards you?
I just find him really easy and fun to make fun of.
That's why you.
But then, I can make fun of you, but just that you go back and tell the man, oh, he touched me. Oh, he did
No, that's because you start touching me and asking me to show you.
Everybody else touch you.
We have a point, Tommy. We have a point.
You got me.
That is a good point.
Yeah, he smoked you.
You got me, bitch. And it hurts and it cuts deep.
I will say, but you do have a big cock now.
Oh.
Than his cock. But you just don't know how to use it. What?
So anybody listening on iTunes, he just said Tony's dick is bigger than Ari's dick, but Tony doesn't know how to use it.
How does he know that?
How do you know I know how to use it?
Yeah, exactly.
Why does Tony not know how to use it?
Why do you
Because
not?
he had a girlfriend and she's not with him anymore.
Whoa! Snap!
Wow.
That's actually
How do you
not
get-
even true.
Let me-
I'm
Boon,
still with
Boon.
her, Boon. We
Boon,
live
let me-
together, you dumb fuck.
Talking about Esther.
Oh.
Boom, let me ask you one question. He's negotiating an iPhone sale with them.
Negotiating a price for that drink.
Boom, yeah, you're in the middle of the show.
Yeah, because, and I was trying to be nice to you, and you was treating me like the high school girls and
Okay.
high school.
Okay.
You tell the teacher have not touched them.
Not an answer to my
You're a
question.
sexual harasser,
Let
Boon.
me say this.
I showed you my penis one time because you told me that the Apple book that you were selling, you'd give to me for free if I showed you my penis. I took it to the back, I plugged it in, and it was fucking broke, you piece of shit. Well, you know what you did.
Plugged in your penis? What is going on?
I plugged in the MacBook, and it was a broken MacBook. I showed him my penis for no reason.
Should have got a receipt.
Question for Tony Hinchcliffe. Question for Tony Hinchcliffe.
Did you get Apple Care? Yes, Brody with a comeback.
He got
Aggressive,
Adam's
passionate,
Apple Care.
blue-collar Jewish, raised by a father.
Hashtag
Adam's Apple Care.
That's why I called you Anthony Clickclack.
Hey,
Whoa! Another one.
Wait, why is that? I'm confused.
So am I, actually.
Because your name almost sounds like Anthony Clickclack.
Your name is Boon Shakalaka.
Yeah, but you were always trying to tell my room. Who told you that my name was whatever you said it was? Who told you?
Floyd Cornelius?
Who told you?
Everybody knows that.
I have
about
a
you,
different
Boon.
name for
Your
you.
name is Floyd Cornelius.
I know a different one.
Floyd.
I didn't know that.
The thing is, when we shot a thing,
I'll tell you what I know.
NBC Universal.
I feel like
we
this
shot a
is right.
short- We shot a short for NBC Universal, and we needed an ID for you to get you paid. And
Yes.
so you had a Xerox of a outdated ID with your picture on it on lined paper that said that your name was Floyd Cornelius.
Like a permission slip from high school to go on a field trip?
Yeah, they didn't have any regular paper to use in the Xerox machines. It was all just lined paper. And he had an ID that expired in like 2001.
Who is Floyd Cornelius, Boon Shakalaka?
That's something you have to take up.
You're going to take that up with the judge.
Because you cashed a check for Floyd Cornelius.
I think Floyd
apparently.
Cornelius
Well, you have to
is...
tell the Internal Revenue. Are there any IRS people in here? Because I'm not saying anything.
Are you related to Soul Train's Don Cornelius?
No.
Great question.
What?
That seriously is a good one.
Wait.
No, well, actually, we as black people have you guys European names. So.
Like, did Boon Shakalaka kill Floyd Cornelius? Is this like an Anakin
No, that's
Skywalker,
a name.
Darth Vader
Great
type of
question.
thing where...
That's just a name that I actually took from a lyric by Sly and the Family Stone called I Want to Take You Higher.
Hold on, wait, you took Boon Shakalaka from a Sly and the Family Stone
That
song?
is correct. That is correct, yeah.
What's your real
And it
name?
was redid by Tina Turner.
It was redid by her.
Wait, what's your real name, Boone?
Redid.
Felix?
Remade.
I'm about to tell you as soon as I find it.
Boone, what's your real name?
My real name?
Felix Continental?
I'd love to hear about it.
Oh, Clyde Harrison.
Clyde Harrison?
That's
Nope,
better.
that's not it.
Clyde Harrison?
That is the most made-up name I've ever heard.
Clyde Harrison. It's of the.
Boone,
Of
I've
the
always been-
Harrison
I've always been
family.
Cool to you. I've always been cool to you. Tell me the truth.
What did you say?
I've always been cool to you. Just tell me the truth.
What you been cool with me?
I've been cool with you too.
You never complained to the manager about some bullshit.
No.
Hey,
I haven't either, but I'm your biggest fan.
You know, I thought you were self-assuming at first when it said
Hey, when Tony
So he's
is
on-
he making you any faces and licking his lips or anything like
actually,
that?
you know, he did put his pants on, and I did see a huge car. It wasn't hard. It was
It was on the front patio in front of a bunch of people. I let him lean
So-
over while I opened the elastic band on the sweatpants. It was totally great.
For a guy like that to have more meat than Oscar Mayer and Farmer John, you should be getting this.
What would you do to his
Tony,
dick?
you have confirmed to me that you have a ginormous penis.
Lawrence Lee
We're
is the
writing
real
partners.
name.
We need to
Who
talk
is
about
Lawrence
that stuff.
Lee?
You also confessed to me, Sarah, that you have a huge vagina. So
No, it's average. It's
Hey,
average.
Sarah, have you ever squirted before?
Great question.
Never.
I don't think so.
You would know
You would
if
know
you
if you
did.
squirted.
I don't. I mean, how would I know? Like,
I
the guy
can
would
show
say,
you how.
People would have thanked you.
The guy would say like, "Ah, you squirted."
No, you start juicing like a right.
I do make a mess.
You do make a mess,
Mhm.
so you
And
are
I-
a squirter.
And I have a readiness problem.
God damn you,
Like, I'm
Atlanta
always-
Falcons. God damn you!
What's a readiness problem?
I'm all, which means I'm like wet all the time.
I mean, today I had a caffeine-free diet squirt. Get them at Walgreens.
Whatever.
Was that some sort of Bangkok soft drink? Who is Lawrence Lee?
LAWRENCE
Lawrence Lee is the
LEIGH.
great nephew of Robert E. Lee.
I find that hard to believe because you've shown me a picture of a check made out to you, which was a check that you found in some sort of dumpster. And it's made out to Danny Bialak and Lawrence Lee.
No, but look what happened. It's made out to Lawrence Lee. He wrote in Dan Bialak and.
No, he did not. Because why would you start writing in that name that far in?
It has totally different handwriting, man. Look, it's ornate.
But
this is boring.
maybe.
And also the dollar amount was changed. It was something
days,
else.
Those days are long and gone and forgotten. I'm no longer with that motherfucker toe-sized dick son of a bitch.
Ooh, toe-sized dick.
Oh.
I agree with you, Boon. We're on
Is
the
it all
same
about
page.
penis size? Is that what this is denigrated
Can I
to?
just say that big penises are a turn off?
I mean, I'm 3 inches and crooked, and it hasn't hurt me
Ladies and
one
gentlemen,
iota.
on a podcast, we just heard
No,
the end of Sarah, Tiana, and I. I'm sorry about that.
I'm average too.
About modern day technology. Who found that song so quick that I had function? Did he find it?
Redban, yeah.
Right over there.
Redban's a master.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
That was quick.
I
You've
know. I'm
never
very
s-
fast.
Boon,
called
can I say
4G.
something?
Modern day
You've
technology
seen
ain't playing.
Boon. You've seen a lot of people's
It was by Shorty
penises.
Long.
Hey,
He
Boon.
died- He died in a
Be
boat.
quiet.
Okay, hold on.
He
Sarah's
got in a
talking.
boat.
I have a question, Boon.
Keep
You've
the
seen
show
a lot
rolling.
of people's penises, but you've never shown us yours.
That's what I have. I tell you,
What is the size?
I'm the judge by the same
And can you show us what it looks like? Can you show us?
He's gone. He's not listening anymore.
The coke incision. Now, here comes.
He's losing his mind. Let's get the show back on the rail. I'll talk about Bangkok again.
Ladies and gentlemen, Boon Shakalaka.
Good job. Thank you,
Thank you, Boon.
Let's get
Good
the
job.
show rolling. Come on, stay positive. Push, believe. You got it.
I feel like you feel this movie. It's like
I
it's like
just
how
said-
Brody
I just did
did
more
with
amazing
Hangover
racist
1,
sketches. I don't
Hangover
remember.
2, Due Date, stole the movie.
Well, I did not do that.
Caught out of funny people.
Oh, you're in a movie? That's cool.
He's not black. He didn't steal anything.
I'm so proud of Ari. Oh, Sarah, that is like going too far. You're gonna have to edit that out. I mean, that is pushing it. You could get.
Positive tush.
Are we gonna keep going there and attacking me for that, for exploring
I'm
myself?
attacking him, just stroking you nicely.
Oh, hello.
If Boon could take a bath at your house, would you want that?
Who?
Brody.
Ooh, a bath at my house? I'm actually
You just watch.
watch me take a bath?
No. You just watch him take a bath.
Why would I do that? How is that going to be in my reality?
Spice up your Tuesdays.
I think we have a question from Don Barris, everybody.
Go ahead, Don. Freshly back from Sundance, where he crushed it. You got it.
I was
I saw the photos. I loved it. It was like we were there with you, Don.
No, first of all, you didn't see that because you would have seen that the entire audience walked out on us. But we've been doing very well online. A lot of people have watched it.
I mean,
What's the name of the movie, Don?
It's not the movie. It's we're on a podcast network.
Big Three podcast.
It's actually the Big Three Live is what it's called. Yeah. Anyway, not that that has anything to do with anything. I was in the middle of asking.
I think it was Brody.
Jimmy Stevens?
Stephen Brody.
Oh, Stephen Brody Stevens?
Okay, no. Can I tell a quick Brody story about one time that we have the Ding Dong Show, which you'll hear very soon. It's on the Deathsquad network too. But one of the members of this, the Rabbi Fuzzy, when he first came here, he had a problem with the poopers. He was always pissing his pants and taking a crap in his pants.
I've been here.
Yeah. One night, it was unbelievably bad, and everybody left this poor man here alone. So the guy that took him home was Brody.
Generously offered to drive the man home.
Yes, it's coming back to me.
He literally had shit all over his ass, and I never talked to you about that. Do you remember that night at all?
I do remember dropping him off. I did have the moon roof open.
Free breeze.
And I'm telling you, I've smelled some nasty shits in my life, but there was nothing worse than that smell that he had that night.
You know what? You have to respect senior citizens, and
He might be 120 years old.
I felt like I couldn't let the guy walk home, and we put him in the car, and I had it detailed the next day.
Did Don ask you to drive him home, or did he? How did that?
I think Don had to go somewhere, and I
bet you did, bro.
Get away from his stinky ass.
Well, you know what? I gave the guy a ride home, and
did you like the smell of his shit?
No, I'm not into
dirty asshole.
Feces. No, I'm not into feces.
Is it true that you put newspaper down? I heard part of this story before. Is that something that happened?
I think I heard that too. That's the truth.
I mean, I did used to carry the USA Today in my car, and there may have been some newspaper, like putting it down, like for a pigeon, for a bird, kind of thing.
For a rabbi, perhaps.
But, you know, it's all about helping out and giving back. Every Thanksgiving, I feed the homeless. On Christmas, I feed the homeless. On Valentine's Day, I feed the homeless. They need love, too.
What do you feed them on Valentine's Day?
My cock. Yes, I'm sexual now. You got it. I'm a predator.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Call me Jimmy. Go ahead.
Jimmy Stevens.
Yes.
Before you had said that you were going to try to start dating, and I am dying to know, because a couple weeks ago, Brody apologized to me, and I thought it was a very classy thing to do, and I'm very glad you did it, so I'm back as your friend again.
Yes.
And plus, I'm also going to be, I think if I'm correct, I'm also going to be doing the audience warm-up for your special, so thank you for that.
I'll see you in Boston.
Don, can I be the first to say congratulations on getting that? I couldn't happen to a better guy.
Good job, Don.
Thanks.
And congrats on getting a per diem.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you. Well, I forgot what
Check
I was
out the
asking.
budget on that. It's a budgetary concern. But we'll take care of you. We have chips and power bars.
So have you been dating anybody? That's what I like to hear.
You know what? I'm getting offers. I've been doing a podcast, a very emotional, open podcast, and I do get offers through that. The Brody Nester. I do get girls emailing me. I've not followed up like I should. I've been more focused on comedy, and as you can see, a result of that is me getting this half-hour special. I feel like...
Congratulations.
What you got it before?
Well, I feel like if I was gallivanting around town, dating, and putting my energy elsewhere, I may not have focused this. I mean, I do want to have a woman and a child by the age of 50. I would like to. So I have 8 years to do that, but in the meantime, I'm focused on comedy. I'm focused on podcasting. I did Columbus, Ohio.
Can I just say, by the way, Esther forgot to log off on my iPad a couple weeks ago.
See,
that's right. Well, I'm just smart. So I've been adding a lot of things to her wish list that she's been promoting so much. So I want you guys to really look at her wish list and buy these items for her, just to know that she now owns a beginner silicone vaginal anal bead trainer.
Which I feel like she should at least be at the intermediate level.
Right. I got the TLC Caesar Sex Love Machine vibrating pole, which is something that's automated that you plug into your wall that will fuck her with this really high-powered dildo.
And just because I've known her for a while, I know she has the one, but it's non-vibrating.
Yes. And the 7-piece bondage kit. But anyways, if you Google search Little Esther, she doesn't know about this shit yet, but I think we should add all these things. It'll be great if she starts getting these things for her.
Now, Brody, can I, back to Don's question. By the way, Don Barris, thank you for asking. I appreciate you bringing it back to. Well, I'm just glad, one, that you guys have become friends again. And we do a show here every Wednesday night at midnight, and I feel like you guys really patched up the bridges of your fucking, of your lover's spat, if you would, your friendship. I feel like you mended it that night, you apologized that night, but you were also in the audience with a girl that was rubbing your back and scratching your back.
Oh, I know about that girl.
And you brought her on, and we
You
brought,
must be talking about Tom.
Yes. And she was 88% a man. No, I'm kidding. She was not. She was a very lovely
You mean
lady.
Angel?
Angel.
The registered nurse from Arizona.
Of course.
Yeah,
and
she probably
you brought
won.
her on stage, and she was rubbing your back. We got to know how you guys got to know each other. But then there was a moment when you were downstairs, and we were all walking down the stairs, and everybody heard you say, and this is a direct quote, there's no joke about this, I just want to go to the coffee bean, and then I want to fuck. Nothing else.
I didn't
How
say it
did
in those.
that unfold?
Well, I did go to Coffee Bean.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm saying that.
Ground
No, I
rule
went to
double?
Coffee Bean myself. Look, I could have had sex with her easy. You know,
And
girls.
why didn't you?
Because I wasn't into it. I'm focused on
What do you mean you weren't
comedy.
into it?
I don't just touch and have sex with any girl.
I couldn't find her dick.
All right, you know what? I'm walking out.
No, you're doing just fine. You're doing
Get
just
my
fine.
Brody soundboard at BrodyApp.com. Thank you. Good night.
Is there anybody in here named Don Barris that has a question? All right, Don Barris.
Would Sarah go up with Brody?
Can she squirt on you, Brody?
Let me say that I have proposed to Brody 4 times, and he has said no 5
Of course. I'm not going to let a girl propose to me.
Well, I have put myself out there for you.
Yeah, I
for
do.
2 years.
I know you have,
And
Sarah.
you turned me down
Right,
for 3 years.
I'm a predator. I don't like to be the.
You don't like for people to.
You like to chase, you don't like to be the...
Yeah, you don't like to be chased.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get catfished. You know what I'm saying?
Split her open,
Ladies and
Brody.
gentlemen.
She's taking one for the team. Just
Let me
fuck
just say
the
that I
shit
do
out of
not
her.
date
I
comics.
am. You know, it's okay, but I'm addicted to internet porn.
I don't date comics.
Watch it
I
while
don't
you're
date
fucking.
guys like you, but there was something about you. I think it was our sports connection.
Sports
Yeah,
connection.
big time.
And like, I really had a thing for you, and you constantly turned me down.
Well, I'm not into dating fellow comedians.
When we set up a date between Brody
Heather
and
Lawler.
Tiana tonight.
I've been with other comedians. I've had sex with a lot of chicks.
Ladies and
Who?
gentlemen.
You've had sex with a bunch of comedians?
Besides
A
little
couple.
Esther.
Who?
When I go on the road, I hook up.
With comedians.
Yeah. I once made love with that fan.
All right, you know what, Tony? That's too much. Stop laughing at me.
I'm going to walk all the way over for that.
Stop. You know what? This is an attack on Jimmy Stevens.
First question, discount double check, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Chris.
Kevin Christie.
Brody, I have a comment and 2 comments. First of all, I wanted to personally congratulate you on your special.
Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate it.
I'm really proud.
You're a
I'm
great guy.
genuinely proud of you. Your positivity paid off. What you were doing worked. And I
Thank
would
you.
also like to watch you and Sarah fuck if that ever happens.
Whoa! Get the webcam ready.
I think it'd be really beautiful.
Stream.
Yeah.
It would be a beautiful
It'll be
moment.
like an instructional video.
I think you're really athletic, and she is also really into sports, and it would make for a beautiful
Play-by-play.
a beautiful fuck sesh.
You know, and the way I like how you're putting it out there. You're opening
Yeah.
my eyes to that possibility.
Yeah.
Imagine the play-by-play, Brody.
Yeah.
Here he comes, stepping up to the plate.
Yes,
Stepping up to
freshly
the plate.
showered. Let me
Freshly
take
showered.
off my flip-flops.
Freshly waxed.
Before Don's question, I have a quick question, Brody.
Go ahead, Jayson.
This is only because she zinged me earlier about the car. Would it turn you on more if Tiana had a bigger mustache?
She doesn't have a mustache.
I know.
I was talking about her pussy. Don Barris with a question, everybody.
Can I just say something? I have very little hair on my body.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All on her asshole.
I'm not into that. I like the hair.
Actually, no, Tony.
Let me shave your back.
Tony, I'm the bear. I'm into tweakers. Kidding.
Sarah.
Girls find me all the time on Twitter and on Grindr.
Okay, you know what? I have a half-hour comedy special. I have over 5,000 followers on Twitter. I don't need to be disrespected at my home club. Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
I just want to mention I'll be doing the audience warm for that special too. And Sarah, no joking around for the podcast. Could you date Brody, even if it was just for a night?
I have been in love with Brody for 3 years.
That's
I
a long
told
time.
him about it.
I don't feel that
He
it's
doesn't
real.
believe me that it's real.
I've heard her mention it as one of her best friends. I've heard her mention it either directly or indirectly.
I've told Thibault, listen, you're nice and all, but Brody is my thing.
I remember that. I thought I was offering something to you, but go ahead.
But also, I'm into baseball players. It's like a huge thing with me. We have a connection with baseball.
Yeah.
I just saw Brian Wilson last week.
Good friend of mine.
I saw Brian Wilson at Pally House last week, and I went up and talked to him, and I said...
He's a pitcher, major league
He's a pitcher for the San Francisco Giants, world champion, San Francisco Giants.
But he wasn't tendered a contract.
And I said, my favorite Brody tweet ever was a tweet that said, Brian Wilson doesn't follow me on Twitter. We text. And that was like one of my favorite tweets ever. And Brian Wilson laughed so hard. And then he was like asking me how Brody was.
Right.
And I was like, well, he's good. He's just not married to me. And that's...
She brought that
my
up.
life.
Yeah, Sarah, I'm honestly, look, you're great and all.
Oh, you're great and all.
I want to let you down easy. It's not you, it's me.
This is a story of my life.
I want to continue to be friends.
Okay.
And I like we can massage each other.
Oh, you mean I can massage you? You've never.
I will. I have strong hands.
Well, let's do it. I would like to see you do it right now.
Okay, let me tell you something. I used to massage all the girls in high school. I was that guy.
All the shims in high school, I massaged.
Did they want you massaging them, or they were
Yeah, they did. I have strong
hands. Behind them, and they were like, "Oh, some stranger's choking me."
Now, Brody, if Sarah offered you to kiss right now on stage, would you kiss?
Come on, Brody! Brody!
What do you want? A kiss on the lips? Yeah.
Pretend like it's your big love kiss. Push your tongue in my mouth.
We're friends. That's what friends do.
Jordan, question from Jordan, everybody. I think that was great. It was beautiful. Who's better, Sarah, Tiana, or the Shim? Great question.
I didn't kiss any shim.
No, I've never had that much tongue in my mouth without my chin bouncing up against an Adam's apple.
Proved he wasn't gay with a French kiss like Michael Jackson or Lisa Marie Presley.
You did not put You did not put your tongue in my mouth.
All right, now Johnny say with Ari.
What's that?
Johnny say with Ari. Let's see how this goes.
I'll let on.
Brody. All right, come on. Ari.
Brody
and Ari. Here we go.
Don just took a picture of us kissing. And
It's a good picture,
so
too.
awkward. It looks like I'm kissing some sort of Aryan nation.
It does look like you just
Jesse
admitted
Ventura
that
Boulevard.
it just admitted that it looks like you just admitted publicly that you hate black people somehow. Which is
fact, it's not
which is
admitting.
only a coincidence, everybody.
It's true, Brody. You look like you're shooting your special in Philadelphia, the movie.
I shaved my head last night. If I was to tape a special, I would probably shave it 3 days before. You know, you just got to time it out. I'm doing a big thing on Thursday. I want to have a growth by then, and that's how it is. A hair growth, like a 3-day shadow of hair.
Yeah. A 5 o'clock 3-day shadow.
Yeah, a 5 o'clock shadow on
Obvious.
Tuesday. Yeah.
I'm so hairy, my ears got a 5 o'clock shadow. That's on the special.
Any other questions from anybody else?
He's romantic.
I think we have a quick question from somebody who is it Don? What's your name? Don Barris, everybody, from the Ding Dong Show.
I am telling you this could go on the internet and sell some porn type of videos. Was that good for you, Brody? Because I've never seen you happier. I really have.
You know, it felt good, and
Sarah, did you feel
I'm already getting tweets. Someone hacked your
been
Twitter.
dreaming about it for 3 years.
Somebody hacked my Twitter.
I'm so happy to see
If
Brody.
you would have given me a little tongue, it would have been.
I know.
All right, let's do it again.
Twitter right now to kiss me. I want that written in the book.
What are you guys looking for?
Ladies and gentlemen, second challenge for the first time ever. Brody Stevens and the woman. Stephen Brody Stevens and Sarah Tiana Brody Stevens.
I just went to grab my phone and tweet about it.
Well, guys, that was a great podcast. We've learned a lot. We will have an update next week to see how the sex was tonight between Brody Stevens and Sarah Tiana as she starts sucking his neck.
Emotional. Crying.
You guys, thank you guys for coming out. Come out next week and please stick around for the Ding Dong Show.
Jay is so mad right now.
Hey, check in on the artist. What's going on with Kortney over there?
What's going on with Kortney?
Oh, shit. Hold that up.
Holy shit. That's awesome. Well, then you have a camera over here. We'll hold it up.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, guys.
You'll be able to find that auction at deathsquad.tv. Let's all sign it, guys. Let's all sign it. Ari Shaffir on Twitter. He's got a new special. You can go right now and pre-order it, and all the information is on his Twitter. Stephen Brody Stevens. Brody, what's all things Brody? No, Brody is me friend on Twitter.
At Sarah Tiana on Twitter.
At Tony Hinchcliffe, that's Tony H+inch, Cliff +E. Spell it right.
Guys, thank you for coming. I'm not going to put the people that are on the show anymore on Twitter because that's the whole secret show. But in the future, we got Tenacious D, Patton Oswald, Pablo Francisco,
Roddy
a bunch
Piper.
of people. Yeah, Roddy Piper, hopefully Sarah Silverman, hopefully. So keep on coming. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks, guys. Deathsquad for life, you think?